Bitter criticism, trying to read something from CGTN. The focus, China focus, yeah. Focus on China. Starting with whatever I couldn't read from CGTN, from the top 5 from the highlights. Starting from the top 5 from the highlights. And you know, this is a day, this is a weekday. This is a 21st. Is a 21st from month. I'm just checking it out if tomorrow if I have classes or not. Just checking it out. Do I have classes? Yeah. I have to have done this before, but I don't care. Just one more second. Going to read something. Checking my emails. So tomorrow is 22. Tomorrow 22. I don't have test, I guess. The writing test is November 28th, next week. Use of English. This is I will have a test. I will have I guess a test about. I'm going to check it out. Use of English. I will have a test about reported speech. Such a nightmare. I mean, it's being very complicated. It's being complex to me because it has to do with is a complex sentence. The first part, you have to analyze whatever it is. What you have to analyze what's the pronoun in the first place. So first thing, you have to analyze the pronoun. Then you have to put the verb in the past. Understand? And then you have to complete the sentence. You know, at least I know the name of the subject is. At least I know the name of reported speech. So yeah, nothing in 22. Only just a second. I'm going to save this. I'm going to add this to my agenda album. Moving to the agenda, definitely. And the latest two. The print screen I take from email, I'm going to send it to my agenda album. I have a pretty nice agenda. Look, I have a meeting. I'm going to read my agenda for you. Look my agenda. Well, we have tests. Next test is November 25, November 25th. November 25th. November 25th also is next week. I have a webinar. I have a webinar with Audrey Savage. Audrey Savage is her name. It's kind of beautiful. She is strategic recruitment manager for North America and Latin America International Office International from Lund University from Sweden. And then, well, here is saying I have a speaking test in November 27. Well, this is just next week. And this is a workshop. Yeah, I have been at this workshop, but didn't work to me. Well, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with freedom of speech right here in Chile. I cannot publish my short movies, my short fictional movies. I need to do this, so I'm going to war, unfortunately. But it's nice too, you know. I have Italian blood. I love war. Our people, Italian people, we invented wars. We invented wars. Nah, wars existed for a long time, but modern war, we have Niccolo Machiavelli. So definitely we have very good representatives from war, the war world. And here we are, CGTN top 5 from the highlights. I just read 2. I didn't read I'm going to read the second. CGTN pool. Brazil expects China-Brazil relations to go beyond the bilateral, benefiting the global south. I've read some of this, but not all. I'm going to start in the a little above the beginning. So you can search this video from top 5 from the highlights. CGTN's top 5 from the highlights. And I stopped there in the minute 12 or something. And now I'm going to start again. 10 years ago, it was in Brazil that Chinese President Xi Jinping first proposed to build a China-Latin America community with a shared future, which received widespread and positive responses from Latin American and Caribbean countries. As a vivid practice of the China-Latin America community with a shared future, the joint construction of the Belt and Road Initiative has opened a window of opportunity for Latin American countries. In the survey, 74% of the respondents positively evaluate the positive impact of the Belt and Road Initiative on the economic and social development of Latin American and Caribbean countries. 71.3% of the respondents support Brazil's joining the Belt and Road Initiative. And the 3 most anticipated areas of cooperation in the Belt and Road Initiative are infrastructure construction, 68.4%, import and export investment and trade, 61.9%, and cross-border e-commerce and digital trade, 54.1%. It is worth mentioning that among the respondents aged 18 to 24 and 25 to 34, 83.4% of the respondents support Brazil's participation in international cooperation projects and programs initiated by China. And 93.7% of the respondents are optimistic about China-Latin America relations. The survey was designed with a sampling quota based on the age, gender, and regional distribution characteristics of the Brazilian population, covering Brazil's general impression of China, economic cooperation with China, political relations with China, and cultural exchanges with China, among other aspects. And that's basically it. And the next one is about the genocide dossier of Israel, the Israel genocide. I'm going to take Tommy here. Just 1 second, Tommy. You're a bad dog. You committed some crimes. No, Tommy is innocent. It's his nature, you know. Tommy is a fighter. Tommy is Zangief. Do you want to see Tommy close? Do you want to watch closely? Tommy is Zangief, definitely Zangief. Look, Tommy is a Soviet dog. Chilean here, a friend actually. I made a friend here, and he also have American pit bulls. He had, I guess, 2 females, and he recognized Tommy as he heard that this mixture of Argentinian Dogo Argentino, and pit bull. They call this mixture Pampa, a Pampa dog. Tommy Pampa. That's why Tommy exists. Tommy needs the Pampa. I know that. When I know Tommy needs a wide range of territory, you know, and that's what I feel absolutely safe with Tommy. Crossing the Pampa. Tommy goes crazy. Tommy only trusts their gang. So we are the Tommy's gang. We are Tommy's gang. And other than that, we are a very special gang. Mursi, the other black dog, she's silent when she's a female, so she's very insecure. She's always unsafe, understand? How to say it? Mursi doesn't trust. Mursi doesn't trust neither. Mursi doesn't trust humans. Most of man. Mursi doesn't trust man in general. So we are a team. Mursi set us the signal, and then Tommy activates, and that's it. And we are going. We can go everywhere. We can go anywhere. So eventually we are going to Brazil, to Pernambuco. Anyway, technology. CGTN top 5 from the highlights. November 21st, 2024. China builds nearly 10,000 smart factories, digitized workshops nationwide. WIC reveals. And we have a photograph from the World Internet Development Report 2024 and the China Internet Development Report 2024 are released during the 2024 World Internet Conference. And there's a press conference over there, China Internet Development Report 2024 and World Internet Development Report 2024. China has established nearly 10,000 smart factories and digitalized workshops nationwide, according to the China Internet Development Report 2024, released during the ongoing 2024 World Internet Conference, WIC, in East China's water town of Wushen. The report highlights the country's integration of artificial intelligence, AI, and advanced digital technologies into manufacturing across industries. Subtitle: Smart Manufacturing and AI Adoption. The report reveals that 421 of these workshops and facilities have been designated as nation-level smart manufacturing demonstrations factories with over 90% leveraging technologies like AI and digital twins. A digital twin is a virtual model of a physical object. It spans the object's life cycle and uses real-time data sent from sensors on the object to simulate the behavior and monitor operations. These advancements signal China's increasing focus on accelerating industrial digitization and enhancing productivity through technological innovation. China is also making progress in AI innovation. By the end of 2023, the country held 378,000 valid AI invention patents, and annual growth of 40%, 1.4 times the global average growth rate, according to the report. Subtitle: Global Trends and Challenges in Digital Era. The World Internet Development Report 2024, also released at the summit, provides a global perspective by analyzing internet trends across 52 countries and regions through key metrics including digital innovation, infrastructure, and cybersecurity. While countries worldwide are upgrading digital infrastructure and adopting next-generation technologies, challenges remain. Cybersecurity threats, fragments, data governance frameworks, and the need for cohesive international digital trade rules are pressing concerns. One specific challenge lies in AI development. According to the 2023 AI Index report by Stanford University, industrial entities produced 51 prominent machine learning models in 2023 compared to just 15 from academic institutions. Limited access to founding data and computational tools in academia has driven a talent migration toward industry, further consolidating its dominance in AI innovation. Another concern is the ethical misuse of AI. Data from the AI algorithmic and automation incidents and controversies reveals a 26-fold surge in AI-related controversies and misuse cases since 2012, underscoring the urgency of addressing ethical issues in AI applications. I just remember this Juice Media, this YouTube channel, Juice Media, with these beautiful actresses, very beautiful actresses, and very nice, very charismatic, from Australia, and they made a video about AI and all this AI topic, this AI subject. This is not true. It's not true. You know, there's not a threat. AI, there's not a threat from AI. But anyway, so yeah, there's no killing robots. That's not true. We have a photograph. World Internet Conference, Wushan Summit. The 2024 World Internet Conference in Wushan, November 20. Since 2017, the annual release of the World Internet Development Report 2024 and the China Internet Development Report 2024 at the WIC has offered valuable insights into global and Chinese internet development trends. This year's WIC themed Embracing a People-Centered for an AI for Good Digital Future, building a community with a shared future in cyberspace, aims to foster global cooperation in governance, innovation, and security within the digital realm. The summit kicked off on Wednesday and concludes Friday. Wednesday. So, and now the very last one. The very last one from the top 5 from the highlights today. Technology again, November 21, 2024. Neuralink receives Canadian approval for brain chip implant trials. And we have a photograph. The Neuralink logo displayed on a mobile screen with founder Elon Musk seen in the background. I'm not sure if it's a photograph. You can listen this news, but I'm just practicing my English. I'm just commenting to strengthening my skills, my language skills. It was announced on Wednesday that Elon Musk's Neuralink received regulatory approval from Health Canada to conduct its first clinical trial in the country. The trial aims to evaluate a brain implant designed to allow paralyzed individuals to control digital devices simply by thinking. That's great, sounds great. I hope it's safe. The trial will evaluate the safety and early functionality of an implant designed to help individuals with quadriplegia or paralysis of all 4 limbs control external devices should thought. Well, they doesn't have much to lose, you know. So such a beautiful combination here of words. Look, control external devices through thought. Very little changes through thought. Beautiful combination of words. Health Canada has not issued a formal statement regarding the approval. In the United States, Neuralink devices were implanted in 2 patients. The first, Nolan Arbog, received his implant in January and has since used it to play video games, browse the internet, and enhance on social media. The second patient, who underwent the procedure in August and has chosen to remain anonymous, has been using the device to learn 3D design and play video games. Read more. Neuralink implants brain chip in first human, Musk says. And we have a photograph from a tweet from X. The first human patient receives Neuralink brain implant in January 2024. Neuralink founder Elon Musk said that 400 of the implant's electrodes are functional in the second patient, contributing to its good performance. Neuralink has plans to extend its trial to 8 additional participants by the end of the year. Founded in 2016, Neuralink is focused on advancing brain-computer interface technology to improve the lives of individuals with severe disabilities. Beyond enabling movement and communication, the company is also pursuing applications for restoring vision, with its implant earning the U.S. Food and Drug Administration quote breakthrough device designation earlier this year. So this is absolutely great. This is absolutely great from Elon Musk, I guess. Neuralink, huh? Neuralink. And now I'm going to read Russia Today. Finally, it's been a long time since I don't read nothing from Russia Today. Very important. Maybe TASS too. But first Russia Today. We have a breaking news. A new hypersonic missile, conflict escalation, and a warning from NATO. What you need to know from Putin's latest address. The use of Western-made long-range missile systems in the Ukraine conflict has drastically changed its nature of the conflict. The Russian leader has warned. This is from this very day, Russian, former Soviet Union. We have a photograph from Russian President Vladimir Putin. Russian President Vladimir Putin delivered a televised address from the Kremlin on Thursday evening, outlining Moscow's response to recent escalations of the Ukraine conflict. He revealed that Russia had deployed a new hypersonic missile system in a strike on Ukrainian territory, criticized the United States for escalating tensions, and reiterated Moscow's willingness to engage in peace talks, while blaming Washington for the conflict becoming global in nature. Read more related news. Putin outlines Moscow's response to Ukraine escalation. You know what's something is very clear, and Rui Pimenta from COTV from PCO said is that the G20 they had this meeting in Rio, but the truth is the G20 are signing some documents for starvation in the world, malnutrition and stuff, access to food and stuff, against starvation. The question is, that is just politics, you know. That is not true. Maybe, yeah, you know, I really like this guy, Rui Pimenta. He said, even though the G20 sign documents like this, they are responsible for the starvation in the world. That's the whole truth. The United States of America, imperialism in general, they are responsible for misery in the global south. Absolutely, you know, there's no question about it. Everybody knows that. So this G20 event is bullshit, you know, is a travesty. And well, these French presidents, German president, imperialist countries, the G7, Italy, even Italy, Japan, Canada, the United States, and so on. Those are imperialist countries, Germany, and so on. And they produce starvation in the world, starvation and misery, and that's why they are promoting world war. So the G20 said nothing about about the war in the Middle East, the genocide in Gaza, the Israeli genocide. They didn't said nothing about the Nazism in Ukraine, about the conflict in Russia, the conflict with Ukraine. So this is absolutely hypocritical, you know. Tommy doesn't like that. Tommy, let's kill a lot of humans. Let's to the G20 to kill a lot of humans, Tommy. We are just kidding. Just kidding. But that's the question. If the only thing the world, the global south must trust, should trust, or can trust, it is China. It is China and Russia. And well, China and Russia, they signed this document, but Rui Costa Pimenta said that they should not sign, they should not, I don't know, be pretend to be friends of the G7, you know. But you know, as I just read, from CGTN. China is following what the events in Israel. You know, China is following the events in Palestine. So yeah, so it's politics. You know, politics is kind of hypocritical all time long, all over the world, all over the world. So let's keep going. Putin's address comes after recent Ukrainian strikes inside Russia's pre-2014 borders using Western-made long-range missiles. So Ukraine is striking inside Russia, which mark a significant escalation of the conflict. His comments reflect growing tensions between Russia and the NATO countries, and signal the dangers of a potential shift toward a broader confrontation. First, deployment of the new hypersonic missile Oreshnik. Putin confirmed that Russia has used its latest hypersonic ballistic missile system, nicknamed Oreshnik. Hassel in English. I don't know what's hassle. So Russia is using a new missile during a strike on a Ukrainian defense industry facility in Dnepropetrovsk on Thursday morning. The missile is part of Moscow's new generation of medium-range weapons and reportedly travels at speed of up to Mach 10. 2.5 to 3 kilometers per second. That's hypersonic. Per second, guys. 3 kilometers per second. Imagine 3 kilometers. You know, I do 3 kilometers in 17 minutes. 17 minutes, you know. Do you have any idea how many seconds are there in 17 minutes? I cannot fight against Russia, you know. Russia is just too much to me, but I love Russian women, I love Russian people, I love Russia. I want to live in Russia. Putin emphasized that no existing air or missile defense systems, including those deployed by the US in Europe, are capable of intercepting the Oreshnik. Quote, "There's no means of countering such weapons today," he said, adding that the strike successfully hit one of Ukraine's largest Soviet-era industrial complexes, production rocket technology. So yeah, it's nice because it's very nice target, because they are using they are, how to say it, they should be, I don't know how to say in English. They should be grateful, you know. They should, Ukraine should be grateful from the Soviet heritage, from the Soviet military heritage, from the Soviet heritage in general. So Ukraine should be grateful from Russian heritage, but they are not. They are the opposite of grateful, you know, the opposite of grateful. Anyway, second, the Americans are making the Ukraine conflict global. Putin accused the US and NATO of deliberately escalating the crisis by providing Kiev with long-range, high-precision weapons capable of striking Russian territory. This week, Ukraine used the American-made ATACMS missiles and British Storm Shadow systems to strike targets in Russia's Bryansk and Kursk regions. Putin said these attacks demonstrate the West's intent to transform the Ukraine conflict into a global war. He stressed that these weapons could not be used without the direct involvement of US and NATO military specialists. This regional conflict provoked by the West has now acquired global elements, the president declared. Third, US defense is helpless against Russian hypersonic weapons. Putin highlighted the strategic advantage of Moscow's new missile technology, stating that Western defense systems, including those at US bases in Europe, are powerless to intercept them. He framed the deployment of the Oreshnik system as a response to NATO's increasingly aggressive actions, including Washington's withdrawal from the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces INF Treaty in 2019. Quote, missiles like Oreshnik are our answer to NATO's plans to deploy medium and short-range missiles in Europe and the Asia-Pacific, he said. 4. Americans destroyed the system of international security. The Russian president placed blame squarely on Washington for dismantling global arms control agreements and eroding international security. Quote, it was not Russia but the United States that destroyed the system of international security, Putin said, referring to the collapse of the INF Treaty and other agreements. He accused the U.S. of clinging to its hegemony at the expense of global stability, stating that the Americans are pushing the whole world toward a global conflict. This news is, oh no, it's not so great. It's not so, just more too. 5. Russia's position on the deployment of missiles. Putin announced that while Russia has refrained from deploying medium and shorter range missiles globally, it will reassess this policy in response to US actions. He warned that future targets for Russia's advanced systems will be chosen based on perceived threats to national security. As a humanitarian gesture, he stated that civilians in targeted areas will be warned in advance to evacuate. 6. A call for peace and a warning to the West. Despite his tough words, Putin reiterated that Russia remains open to talks, but warned of decisive retaliation against escalating aggression. Quote, we have always preferred and are still ready to resolve all disputes through peaceful means, quote, the president said. However, he cautioned Western leaders, particularly in Washington, to take Russia's warning seriously. Quote, there will always be an answer to attacks on Russia, he concluded. And you know, as 24th from each month, I have some weed to smoke. Yeah, I'm sorry, Xi Jinping, but I guess I guess maybe I'm absolutely wrong about this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm absolutely wrong about. But I guess smoke weed once a month is better to. It's better to not. It's better to smoke than not to. You know, because it's better to smoke than not to. Because I guess sometimes you think you have better thoughts. Sometimes you have to relax, you know. Not too much like opium. Opium. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. Everybody knows what happened with opium in China. It was a dirty war from England, isn't it? So it was a very dark episode. But this is just weed, and I just smoked this. This the very joint from 1 month ago. So I really don't smoke much, you know. I really smoke very little. Yeah, I guess I'm promoting. I'm promoting drugs. But the world has bigger problems like genocide. If you smoke some pot, some weed, you will not collaborating with the genocide, you know. That's for sure. You're not helping neither, but my thought is that there's a lot of people that die very young, and it's such a waste of life, such a waste of brain, you know, such a waste of smoking. So that's it, I guess. I should smoke weed with Biden. Let's try to find a Biden smoking weed. For sure, there should be a Biden smoking weed on internet, on Google. Let's Google Biden smoking oh, there he is. Look, Biden definitely smoking weed. I guess it's for sure Biden smoking weed on Google. For sure, Biden. Biden smoking weed with Trump. Look, funny. Oh, look at that. I'm going to save this. Look, they both Biden smoking weed with Trump. $31. I guess it's too expensive. I guess secondhand clothes is just garbage. I'm going to watch the garbage instead. Try to find something nice on garbage. It's not impossible. It's very regular, actually. You find a lot of things on garbage. I mean, not me, but people in general. Even myself, yeah. You know what I just found out? The ideology, military ideology. Like, I don't know how to say in English, but right here in Global South, like Brazil, Chile, we have this military service. Military service, I guess you can say, but I know in America, in the United States, it's very different, isn't it? I guess, like in America, I guess anybody can do can is it's not the same. It's not a state question, you know. It's not a state question. Anyone can go to the army, you know. Anyone can go to the army. It's very different. So right here in Chile, Brazil, and so on. I know Brazil and Chile. Yeah, it's a very interesting topic. The military service. Military service in Chile and Brazil. You know, there's a right here in Chile. There are Prussians. You know, there's a lot of dead people. Tommy, there's a lot of dead people. Tommy wants to be free. Look, Tommy wants to do the military service. Tommy wants to do the military service against cats. That's for sure, you know. Tommy wants to do the military service. I want to do the military service in Cuba or Iran.